But this is a perfect opportunity for Gezros to shine. Look at that. +8. That +8 will match all of his Reavers until he removes the Gezros. Every turn it goes ranged, it matches the Reaver damage. Then we can just fill up the melee row. There's a Darin. I think we just do like the ping damage. There goes a couple Reavers. And I mean, Gezros will just carry the rest of this. You can Symbiosis, lock Gezros in the ranged row. Doesn't matter. He's out. Today we're going to be playing some Symbiosis. There are a couple of cards I wanted to try out. So first things first, we wanted to mention good old buff to Great Oak. I pushed for this one, and I'm really glad to see it go through. Great Oak gained a power at 10 for 12. I've tried him as several different Scoia'tael decks, and he seems pretty decent now, so I'm glad to see that. We're using him. And the other card we're going to experiment with here is Gezros. So Gezros gained a power a little bit ago, and I think at 6 he's hard to remove, so I wanted to try him out. For the record, I don't think this is the best Symbiosis deck. Not having Heatwave, even if it reduces your Equinoxes to 9s, is kind of a problem sometimes, but I wanted to try out Gezros and Great Oak. I did try Devotion with Ethne and the Oak Critters, since they got changed as well. They got a power, makes them pretty good. I tried them in this. I think they're a little better in Harmony, so we'll do Devotion Harmony instead of this. But I really didn't want to give up the Equinoxes and the Tempest Fog Thinning, since those are really good plays in this deck. But that's why that is. I wanted to do the Devotion. I tried it. It just didn't work out as well. So I think we're going back to this. Still probably would be better since we're non-Devotion with the Heatwave in here, but I want to try out Gezros and Oak. But anyway, let's get into what's actually in the deck. We're playing the Crystal Skull. It's just here for Aquan. You could play Cursed Scroll. Cursed Scroll's a decent choice too. It helps you find the Aquan earlier. That one's up to you. The thing about Aquan is if you don't play her early, she is an incredible engine later in the game, although she almost always gets removed. If they don't remove Aquan, the round is very hard for the opponent to win because you get so much vitality on all the Treants. So, usually a killer, which is why having Crystal Skull is good round 1. But we have Fauve and Call the Forest to find her. You might want to go Scroll as well if you really want to prioritize getting her early. But we have enough thinning that it's not a problem to get her by the end of the game. Like we thin 2 off of Symbiosis, if supposing you don't play him around 3. You've got Call the Forest, you've got Fauve. You got 2 off of the Tempest. So you thin your deck pretty well here. For the rest of the deck, we are playing Symbiosis. You pretty much always want to go for the Equinoxes, unless you're up against a deck where you don't need that round 3. Say you're going up against a heavy engine deck, like Siege or something with no mutagenerator, and you just need the Symbiosis early to win round 2, and they only have like random Siege engines left over for round 3, that could work. So Symbiosis has some flexibility, just usually want to go for Equinox. You can always play Equinox out of your hand too if you want to thin something else from your deck. Then we have the Oak, which is fantastic. I really like Great Oak. I'm so glad to see him being pretty decent again. And then we have Gezros. If you use these two in both in the same round, it's pretty nice. The Nature's Gift leader spawns a bunch of Treants, help the Oak get pretty big, and he's our answer to things that get that are problematic, like 6 or 7 power or something. You can kill them with Oak, it just takes a little bit of setup. Then we have Gezros. If you have a whole bunch of guys in your ranged row, he gets a lot of value. He's also really good against decks that swarm, although that's not that common. So I think we really should be placing him with a Heatwave and bumping something to like put in Bountiful Harvest or something instead. But I wanted to try him out a bit more before we decided on that. Just know that he probably should be cut for like Heatwave or something else. That one's up to you. Then we have the Forest Protector, just replay our specials. We usually end up going for a Rebuke off of him just to kill something, but you can play Fog, it's technically 1 more point, as is stuff like Caress is 1 more point too. Unless you get the Death Blow on Rebuke, then it's worth more. But sometimes you just need to replay that fog to hit something that's really low. So you can do that. It's not limited to Scoia'tael specials, which everyone who played when Equinox didn't have Doomed knew. Then we have Call the Forest just to find the cards we need. No surprise there. And we have the Frog Mating Season. This is just to get those extra frogs out. So the frogs are really nice because it sets up Gezros and Oak. Oh, by the way, since I mentioned swapping Gezros for Heatwave, you would probably then swap this Elven Seer for Herald Gourd, I think, was what would probably be best. But we're going with this right now. I was trying to think of the other card you'd swap in, but I couldn't off the top of my head, so I want to mention it. But yeah, Frog Mating Season, really good setup card. People like to kill the frogs, but if they don't, it's really nice for stuff like Oak and Gezros. It's a really good setup. Also plays for a decent amount and can help your Hamadryads, things like that. Fav just finds our nature cards. Usually you find Tempest, because you want to thin a whole bunch. With the 2 Equinoxes, the 2 Rebukes, 2 Hamadryads, the 1 Elven Seer. This almost always dies when in matchups where the opponent doesn't have good control. It can live and get really good value. I don't like playing 2 of it though. Just for short on provisions, we want to play as many natures as we can. With the 2 Fledglings, the 2 Fogs for the Tempest, the 2 Caresses, just the 1 Tempering to add the other nature card in, and then the 2 Pond Keepers, which also double as control. So it's just, the Pond Keepers are why it's usually good to play like Temperings and Caresses on Treants. Just give you reach on your control if you need it. But that is the deck. It's pretty fun, and Symbiosis is one of those things where if they don't start answering your engines, you can kind of get out of control. You also have a decent enough short round with some loss. But enough talking about the deck. Let's go use it and get into some games. I think we may have just accidentally queued into training. But we'll just pretend like this is a normal game. This is weird. Did not mean to do that. See what we're going up against here.
I am no more. There is but us.
I always like opening with the Hamadryad, even if it gets locked or something. The benefit of going Hamadryad before Tempest is like an extra 3 points worth of Treants, which is usually worth it. This is going to be a Lippy deck with Dagger, maybe? We'll see. What's in here? Just these. We did get our guy to live, which is quite nice. We could be greedy and go for the second Hamadryad before the Tempest. It's really greedy. I think we do it. And see if he has Burna. Because the Tempest play will now give us an extra 2 or 3 points in addition to all the guys. Yeah, he does have the Burna. So hopefully this doesn't hit our 1 Hamadryad. Twice. It's only 25% chance. That's fine. We play our Tempest. This gets us kind of back in it. I know we haven't played our Aquan yet, but this is, I think, a little more important. So we can always use her later, since I don't think we're going to win this round. Even if we played her, he has so much tempo, and I figure there's some control in this deck. We'll go Fav into Caress if he passes here. Alright, we're fine going down to 10 for round 3. That does not bother us at all. So let's go Fav. Actually, do we need the Caress then? Let's just go Fav. We'll get the Caress anyway. So then we'd rather not draw later. It'll help us catch up quite a bit here. We could actually just pass here. Yeah, we can just pass here. We don't have to play down to 4. I underestimated just how many points we had in that Fav play. I really thought we might just have to go to round 3, but no, we don't have to. This is really good. Let's see, we put this back. Aquan here is really good. We have Caress into this. We're missing a couple cards we like Simloss and Protector and Mating Season. We get one of the units off of Forest. Would really like the Mating Season. I don't think we need this necessarily here, but we haven't played one. It's good to keep one in hand. At the back. That's nice. Just open with Aquan. I think we'll throw our last leader on her as well. Just hopefully make her stay alive a little better. That will be pretty good if she does live. And then we can just go Simloss, Simloss Equinox if we decide to. He's going to leader us down. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Let's throw Elven Seer, just because it forces him to kill it. This should make him kill it with this last leader if he can't do it any other way. Yep, he does kill it. But we don't have a buff card for it, so that was kind of a bait. We wanted him to do that. Now, we could either go Forest Protector or Simloss here. If we're going to go Mating Season, we do need 2 units in our range row before we do anything else, so I think we'll just play a Fledgling. And I really hope this one doesn't die, actually. Highland Warlord. Okay, so he just didn't open it. Oh, it's Discard Warlord, I guess. Just surrender in there. Don't like Reavers, do we? Let's throw this out, and I think we'll infuse a Symbiosis here. And just steal this. That should get it out of removal range. Go Mating Season, Oak Gezros. Should be pretty good. Well, these are going to start killing things. We'll go Gezros before Oak here. Alright, well that didn't really count. Didn't really count. Oh, we totally were in ranked mode. I thought we were in training for some reason. I thought it wasn't supposed to, it's not supposed to be showing our names. Must be bugged. Not sure what's up with that. But it's weird. Do we have access to Tempest? We can go this into Fauve into Tempest. That thins our deck a lot, which is good. We need our Aquan though, so I guess we do redraw the Fog. So we do Tempest later and just go open Aquan here. That is the most makes the most sense. Then since he's Nilfgaard, we definitely want to do this. We might get Vilgefortz, just might get Vincented if he's playing any of that. So weird it's showing our names though. We're getting clogged. Oh yes, my favorite deck. Everyone's favorite deck. Do we have our good cards in our hand? Not really. We have a couple, but we're missing like Oak Gezer. We're missing like Oak, Tempest, Forest Protector, Mating Season. We do have Simloss. We're probably okay. It's just this deck's really annoying. I think we can win this round with the power of Bronze Engines, just playing our nature cards since he didn't kill Aquan. So we should be able to win the round without committing too much and just hold on to our big guys for later.
Clever maneuver.
Come to me, little
Play around the assassination a little bit. The one problem is we do not have a Dryad's Caress, which means his locks actually work on us. And yeah, one of the main benefits of Symbiosis is you have a lot of access to locks. We also can't buff this because we don't have anything to do it unless we go in with Equinox, which we probably should not do considering the situation here. Anyway, just throw another one of these down. We're gonna probably put everything ranged so we can see if we can get a good Gezros here, if we do have to keep playing the round longer. See, we're never going to draw anything good. Do we want to use a leader here? Do we want to save it? I think we want to save it. We just keep infusing here. And next turn, we're 2 turns away from Gezeros. So we go Elven Seer to bait him into killing it and then play Gezeros. He does have his leader and Snowdrop potentially. Okay, he's going to pass. So the Aquan did win the round, kind of like we thought she would. Now we just have to play this round, I think. And then try and unclog ourselves or win the game here. Being down a card versus Kolgrim's pretty nice because their Adrenaline triggers on their hand count, not ours. We definitely put that back. That's a nice card. We drew Great Oak. That is pretty good. Could definitely be worse. I think we just open Elven Seer. Actually, do we open... No, if we open Elven Seer and he doesn't kill it, we can't pay off it right away. We don't really have a great opener, though. I guess we can do this one. It doesn't get this one doesn't have the infused, so it's not bad to throw it down here because it's not missing its trigger. Gonna keep on clogging us. It's fun and interactive gameplay. This is gonna die now. If this doesn't die, I think we go Equinox off of Simloss. Oh, it didn't die. I think we go Equinox off Simloss then. It's just too much value to ignore, and we're going to try and all-in him this round no matter what, I think. Also sets up a bunch of our stuff for the ranged row. Well, it will if they keep spawning everything ranged, so which is nice. Can't quite kill him. Well, we could with an insane overkill on Pond Keeper. Is that worth it? What's your order? Spawn a drone. You can abduct the drone. Is that worth it to stop this at the cost of an extra 5 points? Is stopping the... That's the question. Is stopping the drone worth the extra 5 points and then losing 1 on Oak and 1 on Gezeros? And then 1 on the Symbiosis. So lose 5, 6, 7... 2 specials, so 8, 9. We lose 9 points to kill this thing. Is that worth it? Probably isn't. Probably isn't. Then we'll go Gezeros next turn. The drone's only gonna be worth 8, right? He can abduct it, I suppose, but he can abduct other stuff anyway. There's the Siri.
We all make sacrifices. The Empire, our cause.
Play our Gezeros here. Both rows of Gezeros are gonna be pretty good, so he has to kill it. We know he has Scoia'tael for this Siri, which is whatever. At least I imagine he has Scoia'tael. Oh yes, clog us with Elven Seers. Oak, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oak does 7. This does 1. We're barely off of killing Sandor. Barely off. Do we have a Dryad for this? We do not, because he killed it. So I think we'll just take the Oak with his 6 damage and just kill off one of his guys here. We are getting way ahead, but then this series swaps back. We're still way ahead, though. And he has not killed our Gezeros yet.
What's better than a dead noble? 2 dead nobles.
Well, now it's definitely worth purifying that. He probably has like a Vilgefortz or something. I guess you wouldn't play Vilgefortz. I've seen people do it, but I don't think you would because it thins our deck, and that's the opposite of what you want. So he goes leader here, right?
My men know the meaning of sacrifice.
We've been completely clogged to round 3.
Truly electrifying.
The top of our deck is just this, I think this guy's gonna win. Maybe we should have used Gezeros. Or maybe we should have used these leaders last turn. We go, he plays a card, goes back to us. They can still tick. The Kolgrim should win him the game here. Unless he has some... Oh, he might have like a Vilgeforce. I guess not Vilgeforce, like a Vincent or something. Actually, Kolgrim doesn't win him the game.
Falling is a necessary step toward picking yourself up.
Alright, so going all in does win us the game there. I don't know what's up with the no Kolgrim. He had to have seen it off of that Snowdrop plus leader. I guess he just thought he could win without it. But we'll take it, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the name. I double-checked. We are triple-checked. We're definitely in ranked mode. I don't know why we can see the names when we're in pro rank. But, either that's a change and I missed it, or it's a bug. So, whatever. We're definitely in the right spot. That's what I cared about. I'll put that back for sim loss. Going against this, we have no answer to Muta Generator. And that becomes a problem, obviously. Although it could just be Siege with no Muta Generator. I've seen that too. I just don't think it will be. We actually kind of want both Rebukes against this, I think. Let's go with this hand. It's a very gold-heavy hand, but we're going to need a lot of it. We boost this, even though it plays into a duel. If we don't, it's in range of Boiling Oil. Well, the Siege does like stockpile sometimes, so it's probably just like Temple, but okay. Playing Reavers. Now we're extremely glad we kept both of these Rebukes. This could be Shoop, I suppose. Like Shoop Reavers? I'm just kidding, that's not a thing. Just trying to think why you'd be playing this in Inspired Zeal. Like, it has to be for the Reaver Scouts, right? I mean, we can let him have that one.
Tis my tree.
He might go Reaver Scout on the Lynch next there. Just because he has no Reaver Scouts. This one was from hand, this one he created. So he still has one base in deck plus 2 spawning off of the locations. Right, he's going to have Garrison, he's going to have Mushy Truffle, which both make one. So he's got some access to them.
Killed for less.
I don't want to play in too much here to what he's doing. Like this, the rest of our hand is actually really good. Especially together. Can we just take this? It does purify one of our own vitalities, but I don't think we're playing long enough that it matters. Alright, here's the thing. Could we pass here? We get 4 additional points. If he's playing a Tall Removal, he'd play the Tall Remover and lose the Landsknecht, and that goes him. Is basically at 25 worth of points, and we go down to 26. He'd use 1 leader charge, but he has 5. I don't think we can afford the downside of him getting round control, though. But the thing is, if we play our Mating Season, it makes the rest of our hand a lot worse. That's the thing. Because the Oak and the Gezeros really like Mating Season. We're not playing Protector, so we need the Rebuke. It's a tough one. I think we'll take the pass. He should have to play a Tall Removal here. I don't... He's gonna need a tall removal and at least, what, like 2 leaders? I guess he's kind of stuck here. You can't do a wagon setup either, which is usually what they want to do. So this should be pretty good. He's looking pretty good since he's taking so long here, and we do win uneven. I like that pass call. I think that was a good one. Worked out really well for us, but I think it was good in the first place too. So we want to get units out so we can play... Okay, this hand. The only thing we're missing is Tempest, but we have Fauve for the Tempest, so we've got everything we could ever want in a round. And ideally, if we do this into Tempest first, it does maybe miss some Fogs, but it spawns a bunch of Treants, which can get us our Mating Season and Gezeros and Oak online. That's a thought. We need targets for this. I think we just do that. And honestly, since he's playing Reavers, I think we just stack all the Fogs melee. Then we go Mating Season next turn and then set up Oak for removal. Sounds pretty good. Mating Season also boosts the Treants so we can get them in range of Pondkeeper. This is probably one of the locations, right? Reaver Scout time. I think we can just Great Oak that. Or Rebuke it off of Protector. Protector is the safe play. Well, Protector is the safe play. Oak is the interesting one, because we could do it now, where it's at 3, or we could save him from more damage later. I think we'll do the Protector. The downside to this is that the Oak is now only at 4 damage this next turn. After that, it should be better, though. He's just going to boost that. That is an Oak range. 4 plus the Fog kills it. Let's have Zeal. I mean, he only has 1, right? He's going to Reaver Scout. How do we get rid of this situation? He's going to make another one, then Zeal it, right? So the question is really, do we want to kill this guy now? Or do we want to go with our setup? I think we go with our setup. Interrupting him here just gets him 1 less damage per turn, whereas we'd probably want to hit something different. We can always move the Frogs, so we never brick the row for Gezeros. Now we got the Pondkeeper ready too. I'm gonna Zeal that one also, I imagine. Yeah, there it is. We drop our Oak in. We only need 6 damage on him, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty nice. 50-50 to kill one there. Don't get it. We'll use a Pondkeeper after we drop the Gezeros in. The ranged Gezeros here might actually be the play because it eliminates 2 of his guys. There's Donmir. Okay. Ranged Gezeros no longer the play. But this is a perfect opportunity for Gezeros to shine. Look at that. +8. That +8 will match all of his Reavers until he removes the Gezeros. Every turn it goes ranged. It matches the Reaver damage. Then we just fill up the melee row. There's a Darin. So here's the thing. We could Sim loss into the double Equinox that fills up 3 spots here. If we fill up all the spots, then Gezros stops moving. But instead, I think we just do like the ping damage. There goes a couple Reavers. I mean, if you can't answer Gezros, Gezros will actually carry a game. This is an excellent showcase of Gezros and Oak.
You one of us or not?
Like, Gezros and Great Oak are totally destroying this guy.
Stay here. This is no time to whimper.
Totally doing it. If we go Simloss, and we go Simloss, and then we get 2 dudes, so we stop moving. That'll trigger his melee damage each turn. We don't actually want that. I think we just do Play Call the Forest here. And I think we just take one of our Hamadryads. Yeah, just take Hamadryad. Do this, spawn this here. And I mean, Gezros will just carry the rest of this. You can Simloss, lock Gezros in the ranged row. Doesn't matter, he's out. It was all on Gezros and Oak. Really took it to that guy. Onslaught Pirates. Well, I'm just assuming it's Pirates. I've seen some... You can make some pretty interesting Onslaught decks because of how the leader's just pretty good on its own. But I'm guessing it's Pirates. No Aquin, no access to Aquin is going to be kind of a problem here. Especially if he opens like Longship or something, which he will. Oh, we're going with that. Makes sense. Does make sense. We'll go Hamadryad, even though it's probably going to die immediately. This guy's going to get so much armor. It's going to be kind of annoying. He's got so... Oh, we're in Rebuke range right now, actually. Is that worth hitting with a Rebuke? I think it is. The thing is, if we rebuke this, and then we can't rebuke a Longship, but the Longship will have more armor, so we can't rebuke it anyway if we go in with something else. Like if we play a unit. Rather just let him ping his own things. Okay, now we have the option. He's going to boost it. So we had the option there. I think we just go with the Fog. I want to try get a Hamadryad out first. It's at 4, so it's really going to probably die. But I think the benefit of this living for the Fogs, the extra points, is probably worth trying to go for. You might, like, infuse it and then kill it with the one thing. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. Probably has his own Fogs, then. Let's go with the Tempest. Got 3 extra points from the Hamadryad living there. And he will probably do the exact same thing back to us. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, he's gonna go Frost instead. It's close enough. Let's be real, it's close enough. Wonder if he hits our guy with the leader. He does not. That makes this a perfect turn for a Caress. We can just keep avoiding playing units. That'd be fantastic. We're kind of out of specials now. Just because it makes his armor a lot weaker, and then he's pinging himself with naval supremacy each time he plays something too. You don't like playing things like this without Aquin. But this isn't too bad of a situation. Go for the Peller there. Don't want to go for a pass. We could go Protector into Rebuke or Protector into Caress. We're going to play Protector, I think. Rebuke lets us kill his ship. Caress lets us go really tall. And based on the fact he's Purified our Vitality, I don't think he has a Tall Punish in his hand. And usually the Tall Punish is the Terror of the Seas anyway. Take it uneven. Now if we could just draw an open Aquan, that would be fantastic. Or Fauve, or Call the Forest. Any of them get us the Aquan. Because since we're uneven, we really want to bleed out the Terror of the Seas. And hopefully the Bjorn as well. Maybe Fukusha, something like that. However, we do actually need to draw access to our Aquan in order to do that. This is a special, kind of tempted to actually keep it, but I don't think we will. It's an Equinox. Well, we played into the strategy. We just can't execute it because we can draw this, this, or this. So we can't actually do what we want to do here. Do we take a long round against pirates? Problem with that is we have no answer to a Croc. I mean, the only answer we have is Oak. And that's not a very good answer. Can't even go open with this. I mean, I don't think we can play the round. We got a huge advantage there, but this hand does not lend itself here. Like, we'd have to open Pondkeeper, then play like these two, which are really bad without Aquan. Then we're also boosting his armor because he still has the Supremacy, which gives him more carryover. I just think it's not worth it. Like, we can obviously play down and try and bleed him, but we're not going to be able to force out anything big, and he'll just have better finishers as a result. There's the Aquan. Definitely want to put that back. Don't want the second one. We want to see our mating season, if at all possible, here. These are pretty good cards compared to the other stuff we have, but they are units again. Rebuke might actually work here. I don't think we need two of these. Oh, get that back in there. There's Terror of the Seas. So we obviously have to open by removing this. It's a pretty good time to just throw down a Tempering. We want to boost one of these guys so Pondkeeper has removal potential. Because we can get rid of this long ship, that'd be really nice.
Got the heart of an uncrate.
It will also be even better to get rid of him. The thing is, Croc's not too bad because we have these little tokens out. We do need to play our Aquan though. Yeah, we can't really hesitate any longer. Did we boost her at all? He hits this with a, I guess it stops him from doing a 1 Corsair hit with this. But he still has this. He's gonna Corsair her. This is gonna be really difficult. That's not what he wanted to happen. But I think we're gonna end this game with 0 points on board. I don't see how we can come back here. I guess we just have to count on him having only control in this hand. And then Simloss being really good. What's this thing at? It's almost gone now. 1 ping left on the ship, okay. Or on the Supremacy. We didn't give him too much armor, but he's going to have enough. Man, I really wish we had a better hand round too. It would have been so good to take advantage of what we did have going for us, but without the Aquan, we just didn't have the stuff on our Naiads to do anything. We lose everything again. think we just go for this. He's obviously going to kill it. But we try and get at least something. So we can do a Pawn Keeper and remove the Longship, but I don't think it's going to happen. Ping it with this. Clear the board again. It's almost worth just not playing cards because of the armor he's gaining. But he has Longship and Bjorn, right? And, and one of them will find value at some point. And since we have like Oak and stuff, we can't actually just not play any cards. That's a unit. Do we care if that lives? Probably not. It's like nice to have it because of the Caress, but I don't think we'll prioritize killing it. Or he will. Or he will. Do we care about Gezros here? It's never getting good value, but it does move into his fire, which gives him fire value. We could play it. And we'll give him one of these. I think he just kills it now. But if he kills it with one of his big removals, like the Terror of the Seas and stuff, that's good. Because his total board point total isn't really going up. There's one thing you can learn from actually playing Pirates, is the total number of points on the board you don't get is not very high. But I think his will be high enough. If we discard a card, he plays one of the things. But Heart of Tarragon means it's probably the best time for Sim loss. Because then maybe we get something with Oak. Although this is only playing for 3 no matter what, right? Thing is, if he goes Bjorn, the Bjorn's is deploy, then he has Terror of the Seas has an order. We can't interrupt Terror of the Seas if he throws it on the board. I think we do have to throw the Sim loss here.
You are no lunatic of mine.
This being gone's kind of good, but I don't think we have enough points, because Terror of the Seas kills one of these. Then he has Bjorn. Of course, that does assume he drew it in the beginning of the game, but they always draw it. There it is. That'll be GG. Yeah, we had to do the round 2 push. We just didn't draw the cards that let us do it, so nothing we can really do about that. We just didn't have the hand round 2. We had a really good game plan in round 1, but then round 2 we didn't draw the cards that would have let us bleed him out.
You crossed the wrong sorceress.
Double cross. Assimilate could be a problem. Just because Assimilate can always be a problem depending on what they get. Okay, we have Aquin at least. That's a good start. And then we have 2 Hamadryads. This is okay. We can go for the early Elven Seer, maybe. We want to Rebuke. It's like we never did anything. So this probably gets answered. Definitely gets answered at 5, though, because he's probably playing Tactics. Could also be Shoop. You never know with Double Cross. Double Cross can kind of be anything. So it is Shoop, probably. Or like you can just play this for the double cross, but usually people double up on the benefit of Rune Mage by also playing Shoop. So that is something to be mindful. I kind of hate playing against Shoop. Like, the card's cool and all, but the amount of things it can do to you gets really annoying. It's almost impossible to do a round 2 push against Shoop, because as soon as you start getting your setup, they just blow it all out with Mage. And if they don't blow it out and they start getting ahead, they get the Resilience one. It's just annoying to play against. And if you're playing anything with an artifact, they just kill it.
Upon which your kind dies.
Okay, I mean, to be fair, at this point, we could just go Caress to get this boosted. Now it's in range of lock, but I think he was hitting it down so you could kill it with like an assassination or something. Yeah, there's the lock. That's fine. That's fine. Let's go with our Hamadryad.
Choke the embers. Wind, blow out the flame.
I mean, he could always be playing Renfri. You can kind of do, like I said, you can kind of do anything in double cross.
These Nordling scum are no better.
So this doesn't have enough armor. Let me just throw the second one down.
Grant you my life. From you it came, to you it returns.
The next one he plays we can kill with Rebuke, because it won't have the bonus armor. But I think this is Renfri.
None can match the power of Nilfgaard.
Almost misclicked there. We'll throw Frog Mating Season next, and then we'll have Gezros on Adrenaline 3 if we need it. Yeah, it's Renfri. Of course it is. So Meteor Shower will be extremely scary. We just go Gezros next turn. Hopefully we can match the power he's going to have. Hopefully. Although I am skeptical. By the way, I have no idea. This is a while ago, but when they went back and changed everything from faction specific like Scoia'tael to non-neutral, it was such a Nilfgaard buff because all the cards that would be bricked otherwise just gave Nilfgaard buffs. I think they did it for Arena if I recall, but it just helped Nilfgaard so much and it's annoying to me. Alright, there's the buff. So now we try and match with Gezros. There's the Triss. Go Gezros.
There's a great deal to
Let him do his thing. He probably has to answer it. Then we can go into Oak off of Call the Forest if we need to. Although that means we are not going to find our Simloss later, potentially. But this Gezros has to be answered. And the fact that he didn't lock after playing that first Elbow Armor Cavalry tells me he doesn't have another one. Oh, he does have another one. We were wrong. Still not ahead, though. I guess he is ahead. I think the only reasonable thing to do is play Oak. We do need 8 damage to stop his guy. But Oak can do 8 damage. And Oak takes the round, okay. Here's the thing. We need to find Simloss. And I think pressure round 2. The thing is Renfri's so good, right? Maybe we don't have to pressure round 2, but if we go into round 3 with double cross onto like Simloss or something, that would be extremely bad for us. We actually might keep this Equinox because we don't have Simloss. This, like, we open this and then play an Equinox. It's so good. We're not guaranteed to get sim loss here. We also, like, Tempest could get messed up. We have a lot of bricked draws round 3, which is the main reason I kind of want to go for it here. It's just because how many draws are messed up. I think we do this.
We must banish it. I see no other paths.
Let's see how he deals with it. Yeah, there's so many bad draws round 3. Like, all these could all get messed up. And we also don't have a guarantee of sim loss. What's he deciding? This plays a nature card, which he does not have. That's nice. And he's going to throw Renfri and use Renfri to kill us. Okay. That's an alchemy. He must have thought it was a nature. Understandable, but it's an alchemy. All the runestones are. Understandable mistake, though. I think that's what he was going for. Definitely what he's going for, actually. So now he has to use the Renfri leader to kill us. Or he can use it to lock us. We have a Caress. So we leadered in Renfri, right? If we play the Equinox, does Simloss get bricked round 3? Yes. Yes, it does. We're going to go to round 3, though. He got the cooldown ability, so it's much less tempo than normal. I think we just go for the Equinox all in here. Like, this is alive. You can't use this again, so it's much worse than normal. And this is a draw card. He's tall removal, though. But I'm just afraid about round 3 draws being really bad here. I guess Simloss can always get us the fogs as well. Oh, he damaged that. That means there's no tall control unless it's just like a... No, I don't think he has a tall removal then. If he had like a Geralt or something, he wouldn't have damaged this. He has no passive except the cooldown 8, which won't trigger again. But he did draw a card of his choice, so... Well, then why wouldn't he draw a tall removal? Why would he damage this? I'm confused. Very confused. I think we just play this. I don't actually want to purify that bleeding off. I want that to keep going. I'll take the boost on this instead. It's the same value. Because I want that to get smaller. Just in case it, like, tall punishes. And we do have to play around an Igni. Okay, well that card's really, really scary. That card just kind of wins him. If this goes off, we lose the game. That's what this comes down to. And everything has been ruined. So we have to go rebuke it, but that means he probably has another one in his hand. Once he plays the other one, we leave the round and we'll probably lose the game because he has it. But he has not played it yet. Could just go for this. We don't want to go tall. What are we looking at for Igni? 16 and 20, so this goes melee. And this ticks 2, this ticks 2. We are not in Igni range anywhere, so we can throw this, and we'll never get into Igni range. We lose to the second Master of Puppets, though. We kind of have to hope he doesn't have it. We're already so all in this round that doesn't matter. Like, we don't have another option for the game other than just playing this round. And he will take it. Alright, well that's GG. The Master Puppets won on this one, because we had to rebuke it, which lost us so much value. So yeah, we weren't going to get sim loss anyway, apparently. But yeah, this is GG. I don't see how he could possibly win this round when he has his leader coming back online.
Must be an important
Okay, we
lesson.
could kill that.
But what?
Like, that's not great for him. Maybe he doesn't have another Nausicaa in his hand. Oh, if we could do 2 damage to that. The fog would only do 2. It goes 3 points. So let's think here. If we hit this with 2 pings off of Pawnkeeper, so like if we Pawnkeeper it, this into... But this into this is worth 13, right? That into that's worth 13. Pawnkeeper this is only 3, so I think we just infuse ranged here. This is going to spawn him his draw. So he's going to draw the card of his choice from his deck, which is probably a second Nausicaa. It's 10, he has 3 damage, which kills off our guy with infused, maybe. This might actually be close. Oh yeah, that was the random one, the range draw one. His choice one, I should say, not random. Oh. So we win this. Okay, we win these. We've let everything out. We'll take it. Surprising win, but we will take it. GG. There had to have been a better card in his deck than Slave Driver, though. Slave Driver played for 4. There was no way that was his best option. There's no way, right? But I guess he needed another 7, so I guess he didn't have it. So that's the deck, guys. Symbiosis is always it's kind of an interesting one. It has a lot of engine potential, but lacks control, which is where Oak really helps out. Now, I mentioned the beginning of the video, like in the very, very beginning, Gezros, and mentioned Heatwave. There was a game where Gezros hard carried us, and then there was a game we lost because Gezros wasn't a Heatwave. So, I'm pretty sure he should be Heatwave. The one I'm speaking about, like, is the game with the pirates, right? We couldn't remove the scenario, so that was the problem there. With Gezros, we needed a Heatwave in that situation for that or the Croc. But yeah. So Gezros won us a game, and he lost us a game. But I think it should be Heatwave. I think the correct thing is like this, and this. Go to Gourd and Heatwave. Like, I think this is the correct, like, better version of the deck. I think this is better. And then you fit in another unit somewhere. So, like, take out Tempering and put in, like, a Squirrel or something. Like a 4 Persian unit. Looking for Squirrel, there he is. I think like this. This is pretty, I think this is probably better. Might even go with a Dragoon. Yeah, I think like something like this is better. You go for 1 of Oxenfurt Scholar too, it's an 8 for 4. That's like up to you. You get like 1 of Oxenfurt, like this is an 8 for 4. And then you've got like this. Like this I think is a little better. This or Squirrel. But this is probably a better version of the deck with Heatwave and Gourd. Because you're going to play like Tempest, you're going to play Equinoxes, you're going to play the Fogs like every game, and play some of the other ones. That's probably better, but we went with this just because we want to have some fun with our Gezros and Great Oak. It was pretty fun. I do enjoy some Symbiosis. I just think that we don't have... I think you kind of need the Heatwave. The problem with Heatwave, though, is it makes the Equinox is only 9s. But that's still probably good enough. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this one. It was pretty fun to play. And we'll see you in the next one. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.